Have you ever wondered how many D&D books I actually have? Well, it's time to find out. I'm Chris Renshaw from the Boards and Swords podcast, and this is Role Playing. All right, here we go to see what's on this D&D shelf. First up, we move into 3rd edition with the Dungeon Master's Guide, the Magic Item Compendium, the Monster Manual, and then we have just the normal Player's Handbook, and then the Spell Compendium. Interesting to note, the Spell Compendium and the Magic Item Compendium, these are both really good, especially if you're still playing Pathfinder. You may want to look and find these because they're full of all sorts of magical items and spells that would easily be able to translate over to Pathfinder. So then next I have the 4th edition version of Tomb of Horrors, which was a special DM's guide thing. My DM screen for 4th edition, and then we move into the much maligned 4th edition of D&D with the Dungeon Master's Guide, the Eberron Campaign Guide. Eberron's kind of like a steampunk D&D setting. Then you got your Monster Manual, your Player's Handbook, and the Player's Handbook 3. They came out with all sorts of versions of Player's Handbook. And then they came out with so many books, it got really complicated to do errata for them. So they came out with a Essentials Player Compendium that had some updated rule sets. We start to move into 5th edition with the 5th edition box set, which if you've never played D&D is a really good way of getting into D&D. It's got everything you need. We got a DM screen. This was like a special event exclusive thing. And then we have the first of the D&D books. You have Hoard of the Dragon Queen and The Rise of Tiamat. These were parts 1 and 2 of the first storyline that they came out with for D&D 5th edition, where you're trying to stop a bunch of dragon cultists from raising the evil dragon goddess Tiamat. I would not recommend anybody play these. All the rest of the books are way better adventures, so just kind of ignore these 2 books here. In the meantime, make sure you follow me on social media, and make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel for other great RPG and board game stuff. And in the meantime, may all your hits be crits.